Hello and good morning again to another Making Mondays Matter. It is the last Monday in the month of January, the first month of 2019, and it's already drawing to a close. I want for us to look at this morning at that one thing that you need to be doing, that you ought to be doing if you are going to achieve the goals that you are setting for yourself, the things that you are hoping to achieve for 2019, and not just 2019, for life in general. I recently came across the Pareto principle. We know it as the 80-20 rule. Many of us are aware of it, we hear it repeated, but I never paused to really check to see the validity of this rule, only to realize that it affects just about all aspects of our lives. Yes, it was developed by economists to explain wealth distribution, and it's interesting to know that 20% of the world's population does own approximately 80% of the world's wealth. So yes, so it does bear out there, but it also affects other areas of our lives. It says roughly that 20% of our inputs, and this is, pick whatever you want, business, health, relationships, affects 80% of the outcome. This is saying to me, and I'm hoping that you're also getting it, that so often you can spend an inordinate amount of time on things that don't really matter. Let me say that again. This 80-20 rules have implications that says to us that we can spend an inordinate amount of time on things that do not really matter. Because if 20% of our activities impact 80% of the results, then why is it that so many of us have these long to-do lists? Shouldn't we be looking for those priority items? And even that's a misnomer, because priority means number one, and you can't have multiple number one items. You can have multiple items that are important, yes, but I'm speaking about that one key thing that if you are not doing it, it will impact your overall performance, your overall success. Because what happens with us when we try to do many things, or as we like to say today, we multitask, it ends up with us producing mediocre or below par results, rather than focusing our attention on those 2 or 3 key things, which then will impact 80% of the results. And I want to encourage us this morning to find that key thing. Take a little time, step back from your hustle and bustle. Find that key thing that you need to be doing that will bring you the success that you are looking for, that will bring you the fulfillment that you are seeking after. Because in reality, we can't be doing everything at the same time. Now, priorities can change. So what is the key thing that you need to be doing today may not necessarily be the key thing tomorrow. But what we don't want to be doing is trying to do everything all at the same time. I had that same challenge, especially when I started my own business. I was trying to do everything all at the same time. And it resulted in my own frustration until you came to the place where you step back and realize, David, what is the key thing that you need to be doing? What is it that you need to be focusing on? Even with my clients, and most of you know that I'm a professional business coach, even with my clients, it's a small number which has given me the greatest reward. So shouldn't I be focusing then on that core? You would say yes, but that's the reality. Many times we don't focus on the core things that we need to be doing. We become distracted by all the peripheral things around us. And as much as I like social media, as much as I use it, it can also be a distraction. You are going into to do let's say you're putting together some Facebook ads, using Facebook per se, you're putting your ads in and something pops up. You glance over to it and you stop focusing on the activity that is going to generate you the most returns, and you start focusing on that little pop-up that just came there, which may just be a friend sending you a notification. So you see where I'm coming from. This morning, as we look towards the remainder of 2019, let's focus on that 20%, those key items, or that if you can get it down to one thing, then excellent. Find that one thing that will make the greatest impact and then set about doing it. This is David Inks for another Making Monday Matter. Go find that one thing. Until we see each other again next Monday. This is David of Living Successfully. Have a great day.